Hi, my name is Priyanka. I graduated from Delhi University with my honors in psychology. My XAT percentile was 96.6. Currently, I am a HRM student in XLRI Jamshedpur. So I began my XAT prep around 3 months before the actual exam. For me, coming from a pure humanities background, I had not done maths after 10th grade, and that was till then and even after that definitely something that I struggled with. So I knew that was the module that was going to take maximum amount of my time. So I had to sort of build my prep around that particular module. For me, reading comprehension and VA, that was something that came quite naturally to me. That was my strongest point. So I knew this was the module I would dedicate least amount of time to. For me personally, this module I dealt with, I was a very avid reader. So that definitely helped with the speed and just making inferences in general. So I did not have to particularly do a lot of separate prep for the verbal section. I used to just give mocks, sectionals and topic tests for that quite regularly, just to keep updated with the kind of questions you get in the paper. Because even though you might have that aptitude in general, seeing it from an exam perspective is extremely important. So I limited my prep for this particular section to practice. Similarly, for logical reasoning and data interpretation, I really felt that that is something that requires a lot of practice, and whatever type of structured approach you take to learning it is definitely helpful in building your reasoning capabilities, and I think that is the goal at the end of the day, because you're never going to get the same type of question in an exam again that you would have prepared from a particular test. But having practiced all of that, you would have built that type of reasoning that will be extremely crucial when you have that question in front of you in the exam. So I used to do a lot of questions, previous year questions, mocks, topic tests, sectionals, and generally if I would find anything that where I felt I could apply that sort of reasoning, like sometimes you can just do sudokus in your free time and that somewhere is helping you. Coming to Quants, which was my pain point and something I really struggled with, I realized where I should set my goals, because I knew that targeting every particular topic in the quant section was not reasonable according to me, because there were definitely some things like geometry I really struggled with. So I kept my prep and my focus mostly on arithmetic and algebra, primarily because they constitute a lot of the exam, and secondly I found them the easiest to deal with. So I made a very structured timetable for daily prep of these are the topics that I want to do every day, and I would make sure that I was sticking to them, and that schedule generally involved having studying, like literally doing the theory of some of the topics, and then as well as some time for doing practice. And every 3 days I would give a topic test or a sectional regarding it, and mocks were something I was giving once or twice a week, like full length mocks, because XAT, considering is a paper that does not have a section specific timer, I knew the kind of strategy I wanted to take in the exam. So I would start with the logical reasoning and verbal ability section, because that was something I knew I could get done with very quick. And then I would move to the DM section, because particularly for DM, I felt what was helpful was doing the previous questions. Again, that is a section that you are never going to get the same type of question again. There is no cookie cutter outline in it. So what I did was look at the previous year papers, and when you try to analyze it, what you'll find is the correct answers are usually the ones that are practical but at the same time ethical. Be very ethical. Think as a manager, sometimes you have to make tough calls, but as long as you're in the right direction, you have the organization in mind, you'll generally find that the answer you're looking for is correct. An approach that particularly helped me in DM was eliminating options. So I would look at each options, I would see, is this an option, like can I straight away reject it? Should I keep it in mind, or this looks good? And when you do that, repetition of this across practice really helps. And I would deal with quant last, and I had the maximum amount of time left for quant even in my mocks and in the actual paper itself, and I utilized all of that time. And I focused only on doing arithmetic in the exam, because yeah, I struggled with the other sections, and I knew that with the weightage I would be able to clear if I do have good accuracy, particularly in arithmetic. So for prep, I generally stuck to a lot of written materials because that was the medium that was I was most comfortable with. I would understand the topics and do a lot of practice. Be very consistent with your topic tests and sectionals. You have to be able to deal with the type of questions you'll get. Quant is a section, if you practice a lot, you will be able to deal with whatever you can face in the exam. Generally, you will have practiced it if you have dedicated a lot of time to it. So yeah, that was my overall XAT prep strategy.